have opened this notepad. Let me know if it is visible to you guys. Okay, so I'm going to explain you the content of the application packaging which we are going to cover as part of this training. So basically we are going to cover three scripts. First is the batch scripting, then second is the VBS, which is the virtual basic scripting, and third is the PSADD scripting, which has a great demand in the market, and most of the organizations are going to do with the PSADD. PSADD stands for PowerShell Application Deployment Toolkit. It's the PowerShell scripting, but Microsoft have developed a tool for basically application packaging. So we do a lot of scripting with the help of PSADD. These are the three scripts which we are going to cover. We can customize the script, just like if you want, because VBS is already going to go out of the market. So if you want, we can cover more levels of PSADT also. So that we can discuss, and accordingly we can go ahead with that. Now with respect to the tools, so tools which we are going to cover, the first tool is Admin Studio. So with respect to the Admin Studio, we have Install Shield and Repackager. It's a part of the tool. We are going to cover our packaging part with respect to the Install Shield and Repackager, which is a part of our Admin Studio. Then we are going to cover Orca. Then we are going to cover a PSADT, which is already a tool, PowerShell Application Deployment Toolkit. Now, with respect to the PSADT scripting, we cover a lot of things in our training. So I will explain which in all types of scripting I will be showing you when we will be going ahead with the PSADT. So first is how to create a package for an EXE application. So all this which I'm going to tell you guys, this all we are going to perform it silently. Then we are going to package an MSI application silently. Then how you are going to handle the driver related application. How you are going to handle the user related application. This means that application will be getting installed for a particular user, but we have to make the application package in such a way so that every user who is going to log into that particular system, for everyone that application is visible. So this is one of the ways through which we package the application. Then handling the URL related application. Then we do the handling of use file related application. In this use file related application, I will be also showing how to create the shortcut. Handling of huge size application. And this application will require lot of customization. So how we are going to customize this application with lot of requirements, how we are going to create a script for such a huge application with lot of customization, all that I will be showing here. Handling of active setup related application. So active setup related application is an application which installs some user related files or a registry, and thus we create a package in a such a way that we have to make it our system context. So this is one of the important topic of the application packaging, which is an active setup, which we will be discussing in this particular content also. After this, there are few documents which we share it to the candidates who are going to enroll in this packaging. First is the PPT. So we have a PPT. This is my PPT, through which I explain all the topics. This presentation is almost around 100 of pages, which is going to cover all the content along with the interview questions. So this PPT is going to cover all the contents of the packaging, all the content of application packaging, and interview questions, and the mock questions also. After this, we show PRF. PRF is a package request form which is basically filled by the customer, and then it is transferred to the packaging team, to which by seeing that packaging document, that is a PRF document, we are going to package that application. So this is also one of the important documents. Then is the QA. QA stands for quality assurance. So this document is filled by the packager who packaged the application, and also filled by the person who is going to do the QA. So QA basically is going to test it is going to test how you have packaged the application. So quality of your application is being tested. So once we package the application, it goes to either a peer-to-peer review. This means either one of your colleague who is going to test this application, or it will be going to the QA team who is going to see whether you have packaged the application properly or not. And once that is done, then the application is passed to the customer. Then is the service standard and complexity definition document. So this document is something which will tell you that how you are going to categorize into your application. So basically the application is categorized into three levels. One is the simple, medium, and complex. So as per the application size or as per the application customization, we define whether the application is a simple, medium, or complex. So these are the four documents which we show it when we do the training. Along with this, we are also going to give you all the scripts which we are going to cover. So if you're going to do with the basic training, then we provide 4 scripts, and if you're going to do with the advanced, we provide 10 scripts. After this, whenever I'm going to take training on a daily basis or on a weekend, like as per the candidate availability, so every day I create a notepad file, and that notepad file will have all the content which I would be explaining on that particular day. So whenever the training will be completed for that particular day, I will be providing you that text file also. Okay, so these are the few things which we will be explaining you, or we will be providing you the document. Now I would be going ahead with the main application packaging content. So the previous thing which we have discussed is all about the tool or the script and the document. Now what in all the contents will be there, which I will be clearing it, is application packaging life cycle, along with the overall company standard. So whatever will be the company standard or the organization standard, that all we are going to discuss. Then types of binaries file. So in this particular training, we are going to discuss three types of binary files: exe, MSI, and the loose file. Now, when we are going to discuss about the exe, how to package that exe. Exe stands for executable files. So .exe. So how you are going to package that exe files, we are going to discuss that. Silent installation. So there are many different mechanisms through which we are going to package it. So we are going to discuss about details that how you're going to package that exe file in a silent way. Then we are going to discuss about Windows installer. So Windows installer, it is the Microsoft Windows installer, which is the .msi. So with respect to .msi, we have a lot of content. So all that content we are going to discuss. So once all the contents are provided, like we are going to discuss about MSI architecture. I will also be showing you the practical via install tool, install sheet tool, that how the MSI architecture looks. Then we are going to discuss about the MSI tables. So there are 80 plus tables. We are going to discuss the most important tables which we are going to use it for every application. So tables like feature tables, component tables, feature, component, then files table, registry tables, property tables, launch conditions table, environment table, upgrade table, media table. So these are the few tables we are going to discuss. Then environment variables. So there are two types of environment variables. One is the users and system environment variables. So as per the customer requirement, how you are going to handle the user and system environment variables with examples, with practical, along with the tool, I will be showing you how to create an environment variable. Then upgrade. Upgrade is basically how you're going to update an older version of application to the newer version of application. So this is something which is done via application, via upgrade table. So this will help you to upgrade an application. So this topic is something which is asked in most of the interview questions, that how to upgrade an application from lower to upper version. Then Microsoft Windows transform. So whenever we are going to get a .msi file, we create a .msc. So this is something which we create a mirror image. So I will be explaining you in detail that how you're going to create a transform file, and with respect to transform file, what and all changes you are going to do. So with respect to the practical, we are going to cover two applications as an example. So for two applications, I will be showing you how to create an MST file. Then active setup, run, run once, self-healing. So these are the few topics which are very important for an MSI. I just explained you in the PACDT part also that we are going to cover the active setup application. So how you're going to create an active setup, how you're going to do the self-healing of the application, all this topic will be covered. Then we have a shortcut. So shortcut is something through which you launch an application. So shortcut are of two types. One is advertised, another is non-advertised. So how you can segregate the difference between advertised and non-advertised shortcut, and how you can convert a non-advertised shortcut to an advertised shortcut. That also I will be explaining you in the day. Then we will be discussing about the Windows installer properties. So whenever we package an application, we give some properties like to suppress the reboot, like we give reboot equal to really suppress, to accept the license. Whenever we install any application, we have to accept the license. To accept the license, we have to give some properties. So how you can identify the property and how you can put that property into your application. So all that we are going to discuss in this Windows installer properties. So there are few types of Windows installer properties like public property, private property, secure custom properties. So all this also we are going to discuss in this particular topic, secure custom property. Then we are going to discuss about the registry and its types. How to handle the registry via tool and the script, both I am going to discuss. Then how to handle the services at its types. So services, basically if you want to start the services, if you want to stop the services, whatever will be the customer requirement, as per that we have to handle the services as per customer requirement. Then we are going to discuss about the custom action. So this custom action is something which is how over the like how developer develops the application. So we also do few customization which is not possible via scripting or something which we cannot use the script. At that time we are going to use the custom action. So this is something which we do it via the tool, which is the installation tool. So that practical I will be showing you what is custom action and how we are going to customize that custom action via the install sheet. Then the creation of an Intune bin file. So basically, we know that Intune has come to the market. Now, when we are going to do the deployment via Sccm, we never used to do anything other than the package. But when we have an Intune, we create an Intune bin file and then only we do the deployment. So how we are going to create the Intune bin file through which we are going to do the deployment, that I will be explaining you that how you are going to create it. Then I will be explaining about the detection method which will be getting used in Sccm and Intune and its types in Sccm and Intune. Then Microsoft AppG 5.x. So the theory part of the Microsoft AppG, what we are going to do, how we package that application, what's the difference between the AppG, what are the advantages, disadvantages, all the theory part we are going to cover for the AppG. And at the end, we have an interview question and answer. So these are the few topics which we are going to discuss about this application packaging training. So if you are going to enroll with the application packaging training, so we are going to offer you with an Sccm training recording. So we are going to offer this if you are going to do with the basic and advanced. So we have two types of training, basic and advanced. If you are going to enroll with the advanced training, so we are going to give you the with free of cost for Sccm recording. Sccm training recording. So this is something we are going to give over and above. Now, so these are the few topics which you saw now. Why we do the application packaging? I have already explained you the content. Now, with the simple example, I will be showing you the silent installation of the application. That how we do the silent installation of the application. So for an example, as of now, I'm going to show you with the FileZilla application. So as of now, you can see I don't have the FileZilla application installed. I will be showing you that how we are going to install the application silently. So I would be explaining you both the source file .exe and .msi file. So I'm going to install first the .exe. So this is my setup file for the FileZilla. It's a .exe file. Now I am going to install this application silently. For every application which we package it via exe, there is a different parameters to do the installation silently. For this particular application, we do it via /while. So when I'm going to give this parameter, you would be able to see after some time the application will be getting automatically installed. I'm not going to click on I agree, next, nothing. No dialog box will be getting appeared. But silently, after some time, the application will be getting automatically installed. So this is one of the agenda when we do the application packaging. We do a lot of customization when we package the application. But the first agenda is that you have to always package an application silently. This is how the application got installed. Now, with respect to the other customization which we do it, I'll just tell you that what and all the customization we do it. Basically, as per the organization standard, we remove this uninstall button so that the user doesn't do the application uninstallation by themselves. So there is a way that we can do the uninstallation removal from here. Then this help link, support link, update information. This, if I am going to click on it, it is going to take me to the vendor page. So we are going to remove all. So this also there is a way that we can remove it. If your application is getting installed and the application has a shortcut in the desktop, so we are going to remove that also. So like that, there are many ways through which we can customize the application. So this is one of the EXE application I have shown you. Now I will show you one of the MSI application also. So for that, I am going to install the remote desktop application. So as of now, you can see I don't have the remote desktop. This is not the remote desktop connection. This is the connection application. I'm going to install just the remote desktop application. The silent parameter to install any MSI application is /qn. So whenever we install any application via MSI, we always use /qn for the silent parameter. So QN stands for no user intervention. So there will be no user intervention, no user interface, nothing will be there. Silently the application will be getting installed. With respect to EXE, for every application, there can be a different parameters to do it. So that is something which you have to find and you have to package it. So there is a mechanism through which you can find it. But for MSI, it is always /QN. See, this is something which got installed. So this is 21st 9 2025, means today I have just installed it. So for this particular application, you can see we have an uninstall, we have a repair. So every application will have a different ARP entry. This stands for add remove program entry. So we have to remove this uninstall, we have to remove this repair. Few applications will also have the other button like modify. If I show you this, for this application, we have an uninstall, we have a change button, we have a repair button. So as per the organization standard, we remove all this button. So this is something, few customization, we do it as per the application packaging which we are going to do. Now guys, I have completed from my end. If you have any questions with respect to anything you want to ask, if you are interested to enroll for this packaging training, you can just put it into the chat if you have any questions, and I'm going to cover all that questions. Any question guys with respect to anything you want to ask? Please post it into the chat. Difference between basic and advanced, yes. So difference between basic and advanced is, in advanced we are going to cover all the topics of basic. Just the difference is that in advanced I am going to cover the advanced level of PSA. So with respect to the basic, we are going to cover 4 application as an example for the scripting, and in advanced I am going to cover 10 application as an example. So this is the basic difference between basic and advanced. How about Intune application? So whatever I am going to discuss, these are Intune applications only, guys. So whatever the applications we created, this application only go for Sccm and Intune. Only the difference is that in Intune we create the Intune win file, and that Intune win file we are going to use it. And that Intune win file, when you are going to create it, you have to use this application only which we are going to package it. Both the applications will be same only, just that in Intune we create an Intune win file. That's the reason I said I will be covering how to create an Intune win file. How many classes for advanced? See, if I talk about the timings, basically for advanced, it goes around 22 hours. For a basic, it goes around 18 hours. Now, it totally depends upon the candidate and even me that you are going to take the classes daily or you are going to take the classes on weekend. So if it is like daily for 2 hours, so maybe 11 classes or 12 classes. And if it is something like maybe someday 1 hour, someday 1.5 hour, in that case, it can go for more than 15 days or 16 days. So around, if I'm saying around, it is 22 hours for an advance. So there is no such thing defined that we will be doing 15 classes or 16 classes. It depends upon the timing that when I will be covering all the topics. So if you are available for 1 hour, we can have it for 1 hour. If you are available for 1.5 hours, we can have it for 1.5 hours also. So totally depends upon the candidates who are enrolling. If you are going to cover an advanced training, then it is going to have both basic and advanced. If you are going to take just the basic, then it will have only the basic things, which will have all the content, and the scripting will be only 4 types of scripting. So basically, when I say 4 types of scripting, here I have mentioned 8 types of PSADT total. 8 types are there. So out of this, I will be covering only 4 types. So only the basic one I will be covering, not the advanced one. If you are taking the basic training. Can you show me a demo of how to deploy an application? This training is for only application packaging training. We do not cover the deployment part. I will tell you how to create the Intune win file, how to get the detection method, all that I will tell you. But deployment with respect to Intune and Sccm, we do not cover. That is the part of Sccm training, and deployment with Intune, part of our Intune training. It's not part of application packaging. I can show you that how to create an Intune win file. If you want that, that I can show you in a demo. If you want that, you can say, Suresh, you can say it, then I can show you how we are going to create an Intune win file. Sure. So for creating an Intune win file, we need this Intune win app util.ext. So this is an exe through which we create an Intune win app util.ext. So I will be creating it for FileZilla itself. So first you have to give this Intune win app util.exe. After this, it will be asking you about the source folder. So when we are going to create the application for this particular application, FileZilla, we also create a script. So I already have the script handy for the FileZilla. So so I will be doing it for the PSADT part. So I have the script created for Intune Win for the FileZilla. So for that only, I will be creating the Intune Win file. So this is the complete toolkit for the PSADT. So for this, we are going to create the Intune Win file. So first it is asking for the source file. So I'm going to give this as my path, as the source file. After this, it is asking setup file. So if you have created your PowerShell script, you have to call your PowerShell script. If you have created a VBS script, you have to call your VBS script. So for this particular application, I already have created the PowerShell script. So I'm going to call this one as my setup file. After this, it is asking for the output folder. So you can give the output folder as maybe this particular folder also you can give, or any other folder where you want to have that Intune bin file. So that location you have to give. So as a standard, I always give this particular location only. So you can see as of now there is no Intune bin file. So once I have given this path and there are few things which we have to customize, it will be getting created that Intune bin file. So catalog folder, we are going to give it as no. So once 100% is loaded, the Intune bin file will be getting created. So this is how you are going to create the Intune bin file. So you can see the date and you can see the timing. So this is how you are going to create the Intune bin file. And this is something you are going to use it when you are going to do the deployment via Intune.